Today, I am getting rid of all these quick release plates because I have a better option. What's up, guys? When you hear my name is Paul and I run a channel that inspires other creators that your future is whatever you make it. Do that through gear reviews, tutorials, and today we're not going to let you down with more gear reviews because I'm a gearhead and I am moving away from all of these quick release plates. I have so many. So I've been a huge fan of the Manfrotto RC2 release plate, which has got this big like lever in the back, and then the plate comes out. The nice thing about these, and the reason why I've loved them for so long, is because you literally take the plate and you just kind of angle it down on there, and then you push your camera and it snaps in, and this is like super secure. It's not going anywhere. You have this like little lever in the back, and it locks it in place. So you might ask, well, if you love it so much, why are you moving away from it? And the answer is because I want something that's more universal. I put myself in a lot of situations where I'm sharing camera rigs with people, and not everybody has one of these. But I also wanted it to meet a standard for myself where it's easy and it snaps in place and I can put it on everything. And my other goal is to see if I can get it smaller than this big hunky thing to fit on a gimbal, because this on a gimbal, I mean, it is heavy. I mean, my Weeble S made it work and I was able to do it, but I really would love something smaller. I jerry-rigged this to work with all my Peak Design stuff because there's a plate that Peak Design made that works with the RC2 system, so it also works with their Peak Design, and I've been kind of getting away with making this work with arca-swiss, Peak Design, and then, you know, I snap this on and it works great. That's been kind of my workaround. However, went to NAB this year and ran into Ulanzi Falcam, which they make their own quick release, which is their F38. This thing is tiny. It's sitting on the bottom of this, you know, Ulanzi plate here, and you can slide it in, and I'm not worried about it. One thing I do like about this system more so than the RC2 is I kind of know for a fact when it's snapped in, because sometimes, not very often, I would put, you know, I could snap this in, the plate would, you know, this would close, but maybe for some reason the plate wouldn't sit there and it wouldn't be completely on here, and, you know, it wouldn't stay. This can close as long as you put enough pressure on the back pin. Now, did it happen very often? No, I was very skeptical and I checked it all the time. However, with this plate here, it really just slides in. There's no, like, you press a little button on the back, it slides off, you just slide it in, and I know once I push it all the way till it stops, it's in there and secure. And going off just pure size alone, I mean, look at the size. This is the F38 and this is what I was at. So, I mean, these things are just significantly smaller than these, and the plate alone, this is the quick release plate for the F38. Just tiny, and it's got, like, you know, one little button. You can press the top to release it. One other cool thing about this is right now I only have 2 of these because I've been kind of testing them out for the last month or so. I'm definitely going to move forward with buying these. Actually, I was only supposed to have 1, but that slick guy, Kyle Watts, decided to buy me one, and I got 2 in the mail the same day. I'm like, I didn't remember ordering 2 of these. Well, it just so happened that I ordered it the same day that Kyle ordered one for me. Kyle, I love you, bro. This is arca-swiss compatible. So the sides, you know, this whole plate itself is, so say you just want to, you know, move it around between arca devices and you don't want to buy like a plate for every single tripod, well, you can move this around with you or leave it on the camera and just snap that in, which if you left it on the camera, I guess that would kind of defeat the purpose. But if you only want to have a small handful of these and maybe like a few of them stay stationary on certain items, and then you just kind of move these between your tripods. As long as you have Arca tripods, it's just a matter of just sliding that bad boy on there and tightening it, and then you're good to go. And now I got this on the Arca, and I can just go boink, and I'm good to go. I'm just moving this whole thing around, and say I just want to take the camera off. I'm tired of using this. I can just put this aside. My quick release plate's still on there, and I can just move it to another Arca thing. That's what's really just very creative about these. PGY Tech does the same thing too, but I just like the slide design, I think, better. I've gotten a lot used to it over, you know, moving from the snap-in design versus this like slide-in lock. And I do feel a little bit more comfortable with the slide and lock, and I absolutely love how small these are compared to the RC system and other systems that are out there. Now, the other cool thing about this is you do get this plate, right? It comes with the regular F38 plate, which it is also, it will snap into Arca. It's Arca compatible, so it'll snap into other Arca devices, no problem. So if you just don't have your quick release plate on a certain thing, but you do have an Arca tripod, this little plate will work still. I also bought this like one where the two sides are F38, so I can slide it in and out no problem. And then the front and back lip are the Peak Design clip compatible, so I can do this. I can have my Peak Design backpack strip and still use it. I don't have to because the F38 does have their own backpack strap too, so if you did want to move to that system, you can do it completely, and that's fine. But I wanted to keep some of the things that I use on a regular basis, like this Peak Design strap, and I'm so used to how it works. There's a little bit of difference between the F38 one, and it's got these different tightening things that kind of stick out from the side, and I just really like the design of the Peak Design one, and I didn't really want to give up my Peak Design plate. That was one reason why I loved my RC2 plate. I could use the Peak Design and the Arca bottoms and go universal across everything. But now I can do that without compromising on the size and everything like that with this particular plate. So I just put one on each of my cameras, and then boing, I can still use my Peak Design one, which is great. I don't have to buy theirs, and I don't have to upgrade anything. Now, if you were, buying one from the start, you might want to consider looking at the F38 one, because these are a little bit pricier. Going into pricing now, that is where things also take their turn, and why I really, really like this Ulanzi system. This Manfrotto plate is not cheap. They're like 50 or 60 bucks just for one of these plates. I'm pretty sure they don't sell them without, separately without the plate, so you just gotta buy this, and then you get one of their, their big plates, and you just, so if you want two plates, you pretty much gotta buy two of these, even if you're only gonna use one, which you probably are gonna use more than one. But my point exactly, you're gonna buy one for each camera. You can buy the Peak Design plate. This plate by itself is $25, where these F38 plates are $32 for the pack with the bottom plate. The bottom plate alone is $22. So if you want to buy one combo pack for 32 bucks, or 2 or 3 for your cameras, and so you can have the bottom plate, or you can buy the bottom plate separately if you want to for 15 or so dollars, or you can just buy everything a la carte. So you could buy these plates for 22 bucks, and then you can go get the Peak Design one for $16.99. And once again, I'm telling you Amazon pricing. If you go on Ulanzi's site and you're okay with waiting a little bit, and you have I don't know, $50 worth at least, I think is what it is, or there's a minimum for you to get free shipping. If not, you just gotta pay $5.99 for shipping, which still could be cheaper. You could choose a la carte. That's one thing you can't do with these other systems, and the pricing is great. So I just absolutely love this. I mean, the capabilities, the quality, how light it is, how small it is. You can just take this off and put it on everything. It states, if you like all this Ulanzi stuff and you move forward with this quick release system, you've got to check out my next video, because I got these like sweet horizontal mount things and I've been absolutely loving from Ulanzi. Yeah. And so that's gonna be my next video for sure. And I have a Falcam one. So I'm gonna compare a Falcam one, which is a Ulanzi brand, to the Ulanzi one and let you decide which one you like better. But I mean, if you're gonna go that route, definitely look into these Ulanzi quick release plates. It's so great. It works very well with their F38 tripod. So once you start kind of getting their quick release plates, then you start going down a rabbit hole of like converting all your other stuff to the Ulanzi, if you can. If not, once again, I put these plates on everything, all my tripods, no matter what brand they are. But I really want that dang travel tripod from Ulanzi, so I'm probably gonna pick it up, and then I won't even have to buy a plate for it because it's built into it. But anyway, I digress. I could take forever. This video is gonna be forever for Paul to edit. I'm sorry. But if you like this video, it's a great accessory to pick up for all your Sony cameras or any of your regular shooting cameras. Pick it up, buy it, links are down in the description, support this channel, do all the fun YouTube-y things, and you guys know that I will see you in the future. Paul, you suck at this. You're gonna make yourself edit so much because of this. You realize that, Paul, right? You're just making yourself spend so much time editing. Future Paul is gonna hate you. And then my wife is like in there chatting. I hope you don't hear that. She's laughing.